Yeah, ask a question. That's good.
Just starting off with the Merrick situation, where do you see that?
Well, it's an unfortunate situation for our team and him. It's real simple with me. He's suspended indefinitely. Make a decision when he plays or if he plays ever again. So that's where it is.
How disappointing is that came right after one of the biggest wins of the season?
You know, it's just disappointing because, you know, everybody's gone home for Christmas. He's here by himself. He was getting ready to go to the airport or whatever it was. Again, I don't get into the reasons for it. It's a very selfish decision. No matter when it is, thinking about nothing but yourself and not the team.
You had a season like this for your
Never.
players?
Never. You know, as I said before, I never had one guy in 14 years ever get arrested. Ever. 14 years. We've had 2 different arrests this year with basically just not making very smart decisions.
It seemed like the team was kind of back on the straight and narrow after the issues earlier with the 3 players in 1 week. Does this come as a surprise a few weeks later to have this happen?
You know, I don't know if anything surprises you nowadays. Things happen more disappointing than surprising. You know, I guess him surprised you. Wouldn't have expected it, but no. You know, the team be fine. We'll move on. Thought we started to get some rhythm. Thought we really played well. Whatever day it was, Saturday the 22nd. I thought we played probably the best basketball team we played all year. I thought they were that good. They came in playing that good. And I thought for 40 minutes we were about as consistent as we had been, and played as hard as we've played for 40 minutes together. And that's what we had to do to beat a good team. You know, if it wasn't for missing those 5 or 6 free throws in the last minute and a half, then there wouldn't have been no drama in the game. But that was a big win for us. Now we get on to the next one. So no question, we got one of the better teams in the country coming in here Saturday.
Just to clarify, his suspension, is that just games or is that practice and everything else?
It's travel, sitting on the bench, curfews, and everything.
Okay.
Yes.
When it comes to on the court, how do you, I know he's been starting here lately, what kind of things do you have to move on?
You know, it's just next guy up in that position. You know, Josh been playing well. You know, Josh gets to start. So, again, you know, that's the way it works, and I have no issues with that. Like I say, Josh has really played well for us, and you know, I think he's probably the last couple of games played the best he's played all year long too.
Rick,
yes.
Your candidness and what Brad and Jeremy asked, you know, answer my questions from your vantage point. As far as the Badgers, are they better than what you saw a year ago, and if so, how?
Well, there's no question they're better than they were a year ago. You know, a year ago, they're all league, Big Ten conference player. Trice was out hurt. They're all a year older. They got a couple more guys in that mix that maybe wasn't as playing last year or was hurt. They're really good now. You know, they're not 15th in the country, and I think in the net, whatever that is, the NCAA is 4th today. They're 4th in the country. So that tells you how good they are. Not a lot of weaknesses, and got, you know, a first or second team All-American in that lineup and half.
How's Monte's ankle feeling right now?
You know, I think he's okay. I don't know if it's 100%, but he's okay.
And I know Horton dressed the last game, but is he come back, or what situation is there?
You know, we was hoping after the holidays we'd have him back. He did practice. He has gone through more than he's ever gone through. Well, first time he's gone through anything. I'm 26. He did some stuff, but bothered him a little bit yesterday. I think John kind of changed up some things he's trying to do with him, our trainer, and he was able to practice probably half practice, but he's, for whatever reason, he's not there yet.
Rick, Zach just confirmed the last time a Big Ten team came to Diddle to play the Hilltoppers in men's basketball, 1977, 41 years. How much respect do you have for the Badgers and their program that they're willing to come here and play?
Well, you know, I don't know if they wanted to. You know, I don't think, I'm sure if they had their druthers, they don't like me getting on that plane coming here now. You know, it was a deal that Todd put together probably through football. Our team went up there and played in football. When was it, last year? This year. So it was a football deal that we tied in with basketball, and we went on the road first last year, and they have to come back. So, traditionally, what Wisconsin's been, one of, better teams in the history of college basketball too, what Bo Ryan did up there. And again, they've got a really good team. As we mentioned earlier, they come in here 4th in the country in that net RPI, 15th in the country in coaches or AP, and they're really good. They've played a great schedule. They've been well tested, places they've been. They're a veteran team. I think there's 5 redshirt guys on that team. When you look at them, they say a sophomore or junior, but it's 5 different redshirt guys, including Hap, who's a 5th-year redshirt senior. And again, they got a great center in Hap. They got a great point guard in Trice. 2 guys averaging about 36 points between them. Then you got good pieces all around them. The Davis kid started last year at the point guard, was a freshman. This year he's a sophomore, and he's at the 2 guard. Iverson at the 3, and Reeves, big old kid, another 6'11" kid, plays at the 4 that can shoot it. And they got great experience off that bench. They got 8 guys who play basically starter minutes. 3 guys off the bench getting about 20 minutes a game. So they got great depth. They got great experience. They got 2 really great players with really good pieces around them.
Well, they faced a lot of good big men this year, and obviously you got one of your own too, but how is Hap different than some of the guys you faced this season?
He's a different kind of guy. He's not going to beat you with his strength, post-up strength. He's going to beat you. He's not going to beat you shooting it outside the paint. I think he's taken 4 shots outside the paint all year long. He beats you with his being clever with that basketball in his hand, really able to drive it 15 feet in, knows where that rim's hung at, finishes multiple different ways, both hands. He finishes really good that left hand too. He got good jump hooks, and like I say, he's just a very clever, experienced player. And again, you're not first team or second team, whatever it is, preseason country if you're not really good. So he's a load, and that's why he's averaging 20 points a game basically.
Charles has risen to the occasion when he's played some of these good big men this year. You expect him to do that again tomorrow?
Well, for us to have any chance, he's got to. But Charles has been good against those kind of guys. He's been good for the most part against most guys. This will be a different kind of player a little bit. A lot of those big guys have, I don't think any of them will drive the ball like this one drives the ball. That's a little bit different. Most big guys play on their athleticism or strength. West Virginia guys about strength. Arkansas guys about athleticism. Whoever the other ones were. Taco was about whatever it was. A combination of, hey, well, what do you want to call that? They haven't guarded one quite like this. This is he's a 4-guy skill-wise with a 5-guy body that knows how to finish around that rim different ways.
As your non-conference schedule closes up, what are you hoping to see from your team tomorrow that shows you they're ready for conference play?
Well, I want us to keep building on what we just finished. I think there's no question. We've played a really, really strong schedule. It helps prepare us for this game tomorrow. It helped prepare us for St. Mary's on Saturday. If we hadn't played that kind of schedule, probably couldn't have won that kind of game. And hopefully playing that helps us tomorrow, and playing tomorrow helps us prepare for conference play. As a player and as a coach and as a fan, that's what you want, an opportunity to play against the best. And when you play against the best, you find out your weaknesses. Now, naturally, there's been some things probably take place that we may not anticipate it with. Our rhythm and chemistry has been slower development from some players not having some, and some suspensions, and probably inconsistent point guard play early, and the youthfulness of our team. When you lose some guys, you get some youthfulness of your team that you have to deal with. I think somebody give me a stat yesterday that Kim Palm had us 330th in the country in experience. So you deal with a lot of different little things there you're dealing with. But I like the progress we're making. We're getting better. It's a fine line, winning and losing. And again, we just got to find ways of play at that level of energy that overcome a lot of things. And you can do that like we had out here Saturday.
Last Saturday, when you came in here to talk with us, immediately you had high praise for the crowd and how much of a factor they were in that game against St. Mary's. And I guess when I was asking about Wisconsin coming here, you know, the first Big Ten team in 41 years, how much would it help you guys to have that kind of a crowd again and a factor and so forth for a special game?
Well, again, playing hard's about emotion too. You know, when you go on those runs, and that helped us against St. Mary's, the emotion of that building carried over between those lines. If we fed off of that. I understand Saturday's game, make sure I'm correct on this, that every ticket is sold out now, even the student tickets. They opened up student tickets here recently. Yes, here today. I think every one of them sold out already. Am I correct to say that?
Yes, we sold a significant portion of the student section.
Is there any student season or any student tickets left?
Yes, we're holding a portion for them.
Just a portion for the students. So whatever students are here in town, we need you back in here. Do you know how many student tickets we sold, Zach?
600, 700.
So sounds like we should have a packed house. That's what we need. We need everybody that's bought season tickets in those seats Saturday to help give us a chance. To help give us a chance against one of the better teams in the country. You know how many opportunities you get for one of the better teams in the country to come here and play. And you know what's good about that? We all going to show up this, and this is what I like about it. We all going to show up believing we got a chance. We just don't have a Big Ten team coming in here playing. We're all going to show up as coaches and players and fans too, believing we have a chance. Brad, you're going to show up believing we have a chance. And as a fan, as a player, as a coach, that's all you ask for. We're not playing a team here that we're sitting back thinking, hey, they're going to come here, we're going to take our 20-point whipping and go home. No, no, no. They're coming here believing we all going to believe we got a chance. You believe we got a chance? Okay, that's good. That's good.
Rick, can I ask you something about Jared?
Yep.
And if you need to clarify this, this is fine. You talked about the youth on the team, and you have often talked about what you think of Jared in a very good way. And his play this year, he's obviously shown a lot of very good moments, and he's a first-class young man like we talked about. But he's quiet in nature. And if you, because of the youth of this team, have you told him that I'm going to expect even more than what I did when you first came here in the class of senior leadership, even though he's not a senior? Does that question make sense?
It makes a lot of sense, Mike. Something we talk about all the time with him. And again, for your team to be the best, your best players have got to be your hardest workers and your best leaders every day. Well, to do that, when you're going to be one of your best leaders, there's a lot more responsibility that comes with that. I mean, we expect more from him. There's more responsibility that comes with that every day. Is he better at it than he was? He is. Again, we want to keep him taking that next step, you know, because guys really respect him. They respect his effort every day, what he does. He gets in the gym and works. And he's gotten better talking. He has a good feel for the basketball game. He's one of my better cerebral guys from a standpoint anticipating and seeing things. You know, he can recognize things and communicate. But the more he communicates, the more he becomes that vocal leader, the better he becomes and the better our team becomes.
And let me clarify that with Jared. I mean, even though he's not the most vocal guy, a lot of times people think he's laid back. To me, he doesn't seem laid back at all. He's got that, for lack of a better phrase, inner fire. Is that accurate about him? Yeah,
because he doesn't talk don't mean he's laid back. I mean, he works hard. He's got some competitiveness in him. He got some toughness in him. He's just not a natural guy that the verbiage part of it comes easy for him. But he is better at it than he was. We just got to keep building on it, and he's got to keep growing from it. What else?